Not gonna lie, if it was legal, I'd totally have sex with a willing horse. It would be so hot if a horse came up to me and started rubbing his body against mine with his hard and lust in his eyes. I'd look back at him with lust in my eyes and start rubbing my body against his. Very important question. What are you? I refuse to believe that somebody with a brain and the same species as I am just formulated a sentence like that. Not even just a sentence, an entire paragraph. Something like that literally has to just be bait. There's no way. But then if your face is attached to it, this is a digital footprint. What has to go on in your mind to make something like this come out of your fingertips and onto a platform where other people can see it? And the sad part is that this can be bait, but there are people out there who literally want to smash a horse. And that whole paragraph was a literal scene. It was a whole planned out, thought out scene. Other people make similar or worse fantasies than that. If we think about it, she really didn't even get into the nitty gritty. She got into the surface of it. If she really wanted to, she could have went into the craziest amount of detail. The amount of people who just use Twitter as a platform to just disclose all their private fantasies. I've been doing commentary for a fairly long time by this point, and the amount of times I've just read out somebody living their fantasies through a tweet, I wouldn't even be able to count on my fingers no more. I would literally have to throw in a couple bunions. And to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, adding those probably still wouldn't even be enough. Now let's dive into this a little more. In the very first sentence, she says she would do it with a willing horse. What do you mean a willing horse? How would you even find out if a horse is willing to smash you? We've been through this before. Animals cannot verbally give consent, and even if they could, that is a literal horde. And then you literally be risking your literal life, like in the most literal of senses I can give. You can die. And then the scene she's describing to us is if he's a human. A horse literally won't look lustfully into your eye. Yo, this girl probably got the craziest search history on the planet. Actually, I can't even give her that on the planet title. Maybe she's top 20. Niggas just out here fiending, sick as they could be. I didn't know the drought was getting this bad. Like, the weather's starting to mess with people's mind. I never learned to cook because my mom would always say, learn so you can cook for your husband. And just the thought of cooking for a man angered me. I'm 23 and starving. I never understood why some girls treat the existence of men as if it was the biggest natural disaster ever. It's like, how are you 23 years of age and so bitter? I mean, sure, it ain't like men ain't half the entire population. And then why it's kind of at this point normalized to hate on men, mainly on like Twitter and TikTok and stuff like that. But let's get to the main issue of this tweet. You truly have to have some sort of mental issue because you handicap yourself just at the thought of a man. You cannot tell me this isn't some sort of mental disorder. Nothing should anger you so bad into starving. You're 23 years old and you're showing some of the biggest signs of immaturity. And the sad part is, this is exactly what type of behavior I expect from Gen Zers. Like I said before, I'm also a Gen Zer. I can talk plenty on it. You can't let an entire gender, which you cannot escape, affect what you do in real life. Because if the thought of cooking for a man, which you're not doing, is enough to make you not want to even learn, you need a serious reality check and then place your priorities in a place where it's more beneficial for you. My man was boring, but he took care of me. We had a house and food on the table. I left to pursue my dreams in Atlanta. That failed. I've been stripping and other things. I got pregnant and I want to go back home so he can help me. He's dating. How to win him back? The problem isn't that you took a chance and decided to pursue your dreams. The problem is that you left him behind and showed him how much he meant to you. And then once you were in a bad situation and all your dreams failed, you want to use him as a fallback plan. And then after you get into stripping and after you get pregnant and you're sleeping around and doing these other things, that's when you decide, yo, I want to go home. He treated me better. Life was better with him. It's like, now that you in a bad situation, you can't be out here trying to look for opinions from strangers at this point on how to save your relationship that's already over. And plus, it just make you look extremely desperate. Trust me, there's absolutely nothing wrong with making some risk to pursue your dreams and other stuff that you have planned, but it sounds more like you're missing the things that benefit you and the things that he did for you more than him. Guys, my dad just kicked me out of the house. I'm literally homeless. Lol. I just sent a picture to the wrong daddy, and my dad completely lost it. If anyone has a spare bed for some days until I can settle and is near Los Angeles area, let me know. If you're further, also let me know. I'll drive. I don't know what can be considered so funny about literally being kicked out of your house. I never understood why girls be having their boyfriends or whatever as daddy in their phone, and then while knowing they also have a different contact, which is their actual father, as daddy in their phone. And then, to be honest, why wouldn't you just have your dad in your phone as dad? And then, not even to mention the fact that you're willing to stay with any stranger who's in the area is crazy. Like, you're really willing to just go on Twitter and look for any random person who will let you into their home. It's like, why not A, stay with the person who's saved in your phone as daddy, or B, go stay with any of your friends in Los Angeles? Do you not have nobody to stay with aside from the strangers on Twitter? It's like you're in the worst situation possible because of a dumb decision you make and you're lolling about it. But anyways, y'all boys, that's gonna be the end of the video. And to be honest, it's summertime. I feel so good. I literally feel like I'll be able to dish out so much content. It's like at this point I have a way freer schedule, so I'm gonna try to get out more videos than I have been. Just watch, you're gonna see the videos come out as frequently as they can. I've been MIA for the last couple weeks, but I promise you I am really back into that mindset. So yeah, y'all look out for those videos. I appreciate all the continued support from y'all, and with that being said, I'm gonna see you on the next video. Peace, man.